Well, hello and good morning. Welcome to another job. As you can see, if I look at the sky, it's a bit of a miserable day. It's been raining all night. I'm actually lucky it stopped the last hour or so, so I can make a half decent start to this job, which I will just show you in a second. So this is a job that you may remember I did carried out a pond clean for the customers a few months ago. They've asked me back for a bit of stonework and some sleeper work. So in essence, what we're doing, we're moving the top layer of these old stones here. I've got some new stone coming, which I'll show you once it's arrived. All of these chippings will be removed and replaced with a new style chipping. And down here where they got this old concrete walkway, that's going to be removed. I'm going to dig that out. We're going to put some MOT down, some sub base, and then we're going to retain that with two sleepers, which I will be obviously treating with some bitumen paint on the soil side. We give it a treat with some Danish oil on the top sides. So not a massive project, but a nice one to get on with, as long as the weather kind of holds for me. Not so bad today when I'm clearing out, but obviously I'd like it dry when I'm doing the mortar work on the block work, and obviously painting and treating the sleepers. But we'll see what the week brings. That's it for now. So what I'll be doing with this old gravel, the customer's got an area just over there that's got the same gravel, and they've asked if I could just put it over there, so they've got it as a bit of a top up, which is no problem, saves throwing it away. So I've just got this layer level to take off around here, and I'll be cleaning up all that mortar after I've got rid of the stones and the membrane underneath, which you can see is poking through. And then we'll be digging down, getting some sub base down on top of a teram before the new stones go on after I've re-stoned the top. Obviously I've got that area to break up, like I said, and I've just kept the larger rocks that you've seen the customer there. They're a bit more decorative. They're like the plum stone and grey stone colour rocks, and the customer can use those around the garden as feature. And also we'll probably redo this little bit here where there used to be a waterfall. I'm going to get rid of that pipe for the customer, and I'll probably use actually a couple of those decent larger pieces, so it looks a bit better than this sort of these smaller pieces built up. But we'll worry about that all at the end, once I've obviously got all this mortared in, and we're good to go. Okay, quick update. As you can see, I've got all the mortar off around here. There's two areas that I need to build up a layer of the old stone. Here where the waterfall pipe came through, that was kind of cobbled together with some smaller pieces and some mortar. So I've just salvaged a couple of pieces here that I can build that area up there. And then this one here in the corner sort of just came up, is a bit loose anyway, so that'll be put back down before I put my new top layer on. So what's next? What's next is that we break out the Titan, the good old trusty Titan. We're going to break up that concrete along the back there, bring that down a bit, and also this footpath area here, which I say is going to be turned into a gravel path with a sleeper, oak sleeper retainers with sub base and membrane underneath. So that's that. Also, while we're here, this is the pond I cleaned out in the summer for the customers, but I also added, if you remember, I will send a link to the pond video, these planting beds, because there's no plants in here at all. So what I did was got a couple of these rocks, a couple of different areas, build up some retainers, added this gravel in, planted in these junctus reeds in here. We've got some marsh marigolds over there. Again, there's a lot of frogs and, well, at the time, tadpoles and newts in here. So that gives them a good area to get in and out of the pond. And also I planted this lily here, which has come out nicely. So one thing I couldn't change obviously was all this liner on show, because it wasn't a pond that I fitted, it's just when I came around to do a bit of maintenance on. So we kind of did the best we could, covered as much within budget for the customer. They got some plants in here, wildlife's doing very nicely indeed inside it. So yeah, there we go, a little update on that. Okay, another update on where I'm up to. I've had a couple of deliveries of materials. So these are the stone cappings, brought all them round by hand, got the bags of sand there, a couple of oak sleepers there. So that's all round the back from the front. And then what I'm doing here, this section where the sleepers are going to be going, I'm just measuring this out. I've got a string line up there. It's basically going to be 600 wide externally, got 100 mil wide sleeper. That'll give us 400 in the middle to fill with gravel. Again, it's more of a break up than a proper pathway. The customer said might only use it once in a blue moon, but it's just to give this a bit of variation up here, which they wanted. So once I've dug out against that line, we just measure the 600, which I've already got this side here, across there, string line that, dig that out. Okay, so that is that trench dug out. Got my 600 mil wide width. I'll leave that bit for today. Got about an hour and a bit left of the first day. I'm just going to dig down a bit deeper in this top layer, ready for the Taram and MOT to go in tomorrow morning. Okay, so end of day one, and it's nice to know that all the excavating work's done. We've got all that done down there, all the main large area, all excavated, all tidied up, so I can come in tomorrow, we'll get the Taram membrane down, and then start getting the MOT Type 1 sub base on. That's me for today. I'm knackered, it's half a skip full, and I'll just give this lawn a bit of a rake over where I've had the boards, and that'll be me for tonight. See you in the morning. Good morning. It is a slightly good morning. Last night is absolutely chucking it down all night. You might be able to see here. I'm glad I've dug all this out yesterday, because this wouldn't be much fun to be digging and squelching around on this morning. So first things first, we're going to get the Taram down, get the MOT Type 1 loaded around with the wheelbarrow, get this compacted in here. Then probably what I'm going to do is set up my gazebo ready whilst the weather is dry, because we have got rain forecast for the next 3 days, and I will need an area to set up my chop saw for the sleepers and to put the bitumen on them and the Danish oil, so I'd rather be setting it up while it is dry. So for now, let's crack on with getting all this loaded in here. Okay, so as you've just seen, I've just got my first layer of MOT Type 1 sub base in and compacted. I like to do it in smaller layers and build it up in layers of compaction, especially because I'm using a hand tamper, not a whacking machine. Just gives it better compaction. And then what I'm going to be doing now, I've just got my level line across the top of the stones that I'll be putting my top layer onto. As you can see, I just want to be building that sub base up to around about that level there, all the way through. Same in that section down there. I'm not going to film that. Still going to be much the same thing. And as you've seen, I've just left my overlap of the Taram over the edge. I will be cutting it round about there once I'm all in, and then I'm just going to mortar my stone tops on top of that. Just gives it that continuous layer, so you don't get them weeds growing up through between. If I cut the layer here and here, sometimes you get them growing through between the sub base and the edge of the stone. Just continues that barrier. Right, let's crack on. Okie dokie, that's all in there now. Likewise down there I've got a base layer compacted in. I've got the miter saw cut set up ready. Start getting these sleepers cut and an area under this gazebo ready to put the blackjack on the underneath. That can be drying then, hopefully the rest of the day ready for tomorrow to go in whilst I start the stonework here. In the meantime, okay, so I've got these two oak sleepers cut. These aren't staying like this. They will be taken out again and treated with a blackjack bitumen on the underside and the sides that are going to be facing the soil. So I'm going to do that over there under the canopy. I'm going to do that now so they can be drying, as it were, the rest of the day and tomorrow, and then I can carry on with this stonework. Once that's dry, I can lift these in without getting blackjack all over me. So as you can see, these are nicely levelled against each other. There and there. Lovely. And then probably what I'm going to do, I'm going to just where this edge of the sleeper meets this here, I'm just going to cut an angle up probably to around here, just so it's not a big trip hazard as we approach it from this side here. Just gradually angle that up to a cut, and then they'll be ready to go. Okay, end of day two, another good day done. All the sub bases in, sleepers have been cut, they've been treated on the underside and the sides, all good. So tomorrow I will start with the stonework and then move on to the sleepers once these are fully cured. See you in the morning.